Buongiorno and welcome to Italian Black Metal Review. Technically speaking, we're not talking about Italy as whole or Italian, but Venetian or Venetian, Veneto. That is the name of the region in the northern part of Italy, where also the city of Venice, famous for its canals and all, is located. Beautiful city, by the way. If you ever go to Italy, Venice is definitely a place worth visiting. Now, this is not your typical Italian band also for the reason of the name and all that stuff. Anguana means the alpine nymphs, which are kind of a folkloric creatures, spirits of sorts. You don't even get to find an English or Wikipedia page about it, but only in Italian. But this was told me by the band member, who also told me about this Venetian scene. And not only this is about the Alpine region or these creatures or even the folklore related to that. And of course this image, which was, I guess, taken from an old book describing the in the region with its mountains and all. The language used here is exactly part of the Venetic black metal front thing. That is a local dialect which these lyrics are written, so they're not exactly your typical Italian, which makes this album even more fascinating. Now, curious enough, everything on this album is kind of a very Venetian. That is, from the image used on the photo, that is, the lyrics and the name of the band. However, when it comes to the music that has inspired to do this band, well, let's head to Norway and Finland. Even a little bit of Germany. That is, bands like Satanic Warmaster, Goatmoon from Finland, Winder from Norway, and Absurd from Germany have inspired that. Now, some people now might find some political things like alert, there's some NSBM relation to that. Now, as far as I could understand, based on what I was told about the band, this is only musical thing. That is, it's all about these melodies that combine these bands. I don't know if there are some political things that they were not mentioned, so it seems like this is more about this kind of a local folklore and all that stuff rather than anything of politics or whatever, despite these inspiring bands having that kind of a nature. Metal Archives names lyrical themes as folklore, witchery, traditions and tales, which seem to be very much hand in hand with what the band told me. Now, this band was founded in 2017, and this one is the only release so far released in 2018. Why this was sent late to me? Well, I guess the story is rather usual. Hey, I just found your channel recently. Do you want to review the copy and all that stuff? So sometimes these kind of copies arrive here late. Sometimes they arrive in due time. Now, be older as or not, this one released already 4 years ago almost. Features some melodic black metal for 22 minutes. Except the last track, which is kind of a burzum nodding synthesizer outro of sorts. It's instrumental track, nothing really to do with metal. There are some folkier parts too, but mostly this is as melodic as black metal comes. That is, of the rawer sort. And now I couldn't find so much Satanic Warmaster presence in the terms of music. This is maybe not so evil and somber kind of melodic black metal, but there's a lot of Winder in the music. That is, those melodies really get me that Winder vibe. Strong. And this is maybe not as cheesy or sugar-coated as some of the Winder material, which is like uber melodic black metal in the Nordic ways. I mean, whereas Winder was like kind of a Norwegian ways of, pay the homage to the local mountains and fjords and all that stuff. Anguana is basically doing the same, but from Italy, or Venetian parts of Italy. And overall, this MCD is, in my opinion, quite nicely done. I like the melodies, and there are tempo changes. The band never goes like too fast. It's never, focusing on blast beats or whatever, but it's more like drifting between the slow tempo and mid tempo and fast tempo parts, which then again makes this rather interesting. I mean, it's never like standing in one and the same place, so there's lots of things going on, but not too much, not like going over the boundaries, if you will. So melodic black metal, a little bit rawish kind, but not Satanic Warmaster kind exactly. more closer to indie. That is how I would describe it. The vocals are quite raw and raspy. I like them. And the production is pretty solid. Not exactly super clean, not exactly super raw, homemade stuff, even though I guess technically speaking this is something like a home recording, but just with proper mixing and mastering. Anyway, definitely worth checking out in case you're into melodic black metal. I don't know which ways this is still available. It was released by Nykta Records in 2018, and since this is an EP release of almost 4 years of age, can't really say how much available this is, so you probably have to do some googling, but at least you can listen to the music via links provided in the description box. So clickety-click, go listen to some melodic black metal the Italian way. I must say, personally, one of the better ones coming from Italy, but that's just me. So take a look, take a listen, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care, and bye-bye.